I give honor to my family.
Amen.
I thank God for my family because everything that I went through, they was there.
Amen.
Sometimes you just don't know what to say when it comes to your family being there for me because actually, what I went through, I had a stroke. And for me to have a stroke shocked the family. It even shocked me. But this is my testimony and this is my story. It started like probably back in June of last year. Two of my sister and I, we went to Jamaica on a trip. In June, I came back a day later. Me and my family and my daughter-in-law, we went to Paris. We stayed a week in Paris. I came back. 3 days later, I went to Chicago with my son. He was doing stuff in acting. And there, something happened. I went wherever TJ had to go, but I had decided within myself that I need some peace. I need rest in my body. And that's the whole time I was there. Whenever I got a break, I went to the room and I rested and I meditated. And I said to myself, I'm wearing myself out. My mind is overloaded. I had just had a friend of 4 years that I felt was a friend, but things happened and it didn't turn out so good. So I was really stressed and broken by that. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't take this no more. So I got plenty of rest. And I said, when I go back home, I'm going to chill out. I mean, ain't nobody finna mess with my head no more. I'm not finna feel all these emotions. And I'm not gonna be ripping and running. If it's something I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. But I'm not trying to put something else in there too. I just gonna do what I got to do and I'm done. So yes, so when we got back from Chicago, that Saturday, it was the extravaganza, I think that's the way you pronounce it, the 4th of July thing. Me and my daughter, we went there, and I seen some church family there. We happy, I'm excited, because all this stuff I done. And then, but that evening, things began to change, and I couldn't find nothing that I've eaten a taste. It's just like, I have no taste. So I was just buying food. The only thing I got a taste out of was strawberry shortcake. And so I kept putting the food in the back. And Jocelyn said, Mama, I can't be hanging with you buying all this food, trying to eat this food. But I was trying to find a taste, and I didn't have that taste. So we went, that day went, and I came back Sunday. We had church. And this was right before 4th of July. And I was talking to Apostle Helen right back there, and we were talking, and all of a sudden, this side of my nose just ran. I'm like, oh, God. I said, excuse me, Pastor, I got some tissue. And I blew my nose, and when I blew my nose, cleared my head out, my mouth filled up with water. It was just awful. And I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And then after that, my voice changed. It just went so deep, and I'm like, oh my God, my voice done changed. And still, I wasn't associated with anything, and I went on and did what I had to do that day. And then I left my sister's house. I was on my way back home, and I made a left-hand turn. And when I turned, my car said, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh my God, devil, you a lie. You ain't finna make me have a wreck. I'm going home. That's why I said, I'm gonna go home. So I got to Jocelyn's house where Bale at. I had to make another left turn. When I made that left turn, the car jerked again. I said, oh, I'm getting home. I'm getting out of this road. I'm getting off this highway because he's trying to make me have a wreck. So when I got to Jocelyn's house, I told her what had happened. And now this is on a Sunday. All this happened on a Sunday. So on a Monday, I sprayed for some ants, and I went down the road. When I went down the road, I noticed everything blurry. I couldn't see nothing. I'm like, oh man, that ant spray done got in my eye and made my eye blurry. And so I went on through that day, and I noticed my left hand just kept sliding off the steering wheel. I'm like, wait a minute, let me test this out. So I'm driving, I stick this hand out, my wrist go, I'm like, what is that? So I stick this hand out and it stays out. I'm like, well, maybe something going on with my neck because I have bad neck problem. So I stuck this hand out again. The hand just went down, just like that. And so I said, okay, something ain't right. So when I got back home that Sunday before I tested all this, before Monday, when I got back home Sunday, I left out the part. When I got home, TJ said, Mama, your voice done changed. I said, TJ, you noticed it too? He said, yes. I'm like, oh, I didn't know what that was. So we're going to fast forward to Monday. I got home, and then Monday morning, I told TJ, something ain't right with me. I told him, I said, I'm going to go drive myself to the emergency room. So I got in the shower. When I got out the shower, I stepped out on my left side, and I fell up against the wall. Just hit that wall. And then I called, I had a chiropractor appointment, and I called the lady, and she told me, she said, I told her what was going on. She said, look in the mirror, go look in the mirror, and lick your tongue out. I'm like, but remember, now my eyes still bleeding. I did everything she told me to do, and I said, I don't notice anything. And then she said, well, don't dry yourself. Call the ambulance and you can get in faster. So I told TJ what I was going to do, and he got scared, and he ran and called Glory D. And she said, sound like your mother is having a stroke. And so the ambulance got there by the time Dean did. The EMT came in, and I had to do all this, all the stuff. And they checked my blood pressure. They say, everything check out good. Do you still want to go? I looked at Dean. I said, yeah, take me home. So when I got to the hospital, they decided that they're going to treat it like a stroke. They didn't know yet because they had to do an MRI. Now, mind you, at the hospital in Anderson, the MRI broke. It's tore up. I'm like, what the hospital got broke? So they had to call a truck in. So they got the truck in and everything. They did their test that night. My family stayed there with me and stuff. And when they gave me the news, I was there by myself in the hospital. And the doctor came in and he said that I had a stroke. And I'm like, no, I said, I want to see it. I want to see it because I was still in denial. I said, I want to see it. So he pulled it up on the TV screen in the room. And when I seen it, that's when reality hit.
Yes.
That I did have a stroke. I'm like, Lord, I'm 58 years old. I've been around the world to me. And I've had fun with what's going on with this attack on me. And I fell back on the bed. And a stroke looked like this. It's a white spot on the brain. And it got zigzags around it. Zig, all around it. And I thought, that's me. That's my brain. How could this have happened to me? I didn't know. It was just shock. The whole family was in shock that I had a stroke. And so as time went on in the hospital and stuff, and I could still walk, but the only thing was wrong with me with my hand. But I still had a limp, like this. And I could reach out, but I couldn't pick up nothing. It was just like that. And my eyes, this left eye was totally blind over here. I couldn't see nothing. Everything on my left side, I couldn't see anything, but I could see on my right. So if you came to the left side of me, I couldn't see you. I would have to say, come to the front of me. So as I went on, at the hospital, and I would walk the hallway. Me and my sister now, when they come, I walk, and they had stuff on the side of the wall. And sometimes when I walk, I hit up against it. And I'm like, why in the world would they on the 7th floor with stroke victims have stuff on the wall? That didn't make sense. But this is what I seen as I was walking down that hallway. I'm the only one walking. So everybody else laid up in the bed. Nobody could move. Yeah. So no wonder they had the stuff on the wall, because ain't nobody moving. So I'm like, oh God. So One evening I'm fast forwarding it, and visitor came, pastor now, my niece, and I had a room full of people there. And my niece Alice, she started crying. She looked at me, I think her seeing me probably seeing her mom. And she just got fear because she didn't want to go through that again. And the pastor says she wasn't ready, stroke can take you out. You hear me? They can take you out. So I got up out my bed and I went over there to comfort her. And then when I went back to the bed, I don't know what happened, but I was getting in the bed like this and my foot slipped. Now mind you, we got these hospital gowns on. My foot slipped. My head went down into the bed, my backside up like this, and I'm stuck. So my sister Jackie and Pastor, they flew over there to the bed to help me, and I'm like, oh God, a whole room full of people. And you've been walking, you've been moving, and then you just gonna show out. Right here. Everybody looking. Now that's me, that's God. So they helped me get back up in the bed. And when I raised up and I looked at everybody, people like, what up? And then when I got up, I looked up and I said, thank God I had on 2 hospital gowns. And they all bust out laughing. Yeah, that wouldn't have been right. Not when my pastor over there had me, that would have been right. So if you ever go in the hospital, please put on 2 hospital gowns. So after that night, and everybody left and stuff, I woke up the next day and my whole left side was gone. I was totally paralyzed in this arm. I could no longer lift it. It was just laying there, and I'm like, what happened? So when the doctor came, I told him, I said, look, this left side is not moving at all. I'm totally paralyzed on the left side in my arm, but I can still walk. And they did another test. They said, well, you didn't have another stroke, but sometimes a stroke will move. It'll move on you. So I think what happened when I turned upside down on that bed, it might have jolted it a little bit, But I couldn't move, so my cousin and them, they came, Lucy and her daughter, they came to see me. And her daughter said, I was telling them about I couldn't move my arm. She said, Doc, can I see your arm? I said, yeah. She took my arm, she lifted it up, she threw it back like this. She did this, she did that. She got on the end of my arm and she pulled it. Then she said, now move your arm. I did like that. So I thank God for her coming. And then before they left, Lucy had brought me a gift. And she said, here, take this. It was a light with a switch button on it. She said, when the darkness something come against you, you're going to need this. And I'm like, okay, thank you. That night after they left, I had to go to rehab. So I went over to rehab. The first night I was there, I was in torment. I was like, Lord, what is going on? I couldn't rest. I couldn't see. I wouldn't look at my TV. I always looked at the neighbor TV because I wanted to see what God was doing. So that particular night that my roommate said, you okay? I said, I'm restless. I can't rest. Then it came back to me what Lucy told me and what she gave me. And I flipped that light on. As soon as I flipped that light on and looked in that light, oh God, when I woke up, it was morning time. It was morning. And I thank God for that. It's the little things. It's the little things, that God move upon. And every night or every day, I would turn this way and I look at my neighbor TV. And I would take my hands, because the word of God come to me. When he said, when Jesus healed the blind man with spit and clay, excuse me, and I would put that spit in my hand and I would do it like I'm doing clay. And I would put it thank God I read that and I knew that. And every night I put that spit like a spit like Jesus spit in my hand. And I put it on my eyes and I said, thank you for healing my eye, Jesus. Thank you that I can see. Let me see again. Because sometimes, you know, we play these little games. I don't know if y'all ever done it, but I have. And you go down the road and you'll close the eye to see how you can drive with one eye. But let me tell you, when that eye gone, it ain't the same because ain't nothing gonna open up. You know you can open that eye up sooner or later. But when that vision is gone, it ain't no open up. So one day I turned over there and I looked at my neighbor TV, but I did this way, a little bit to my left. Oh God, I can see the whole TV. Every day it looked like it was moving. And then I can see the whole TV. Oh God, you have given me my sight back. I can see. And I thank God for that. And after I had the stroke, they did my heart. You know, they wanted to find out where the blood clot came from. So they did an echogram on my heart, and they found out that my heart is weak. And I'm like, well, where'd that come from? Did it come from childbirth? Was I already like that? They said, no. Somewhere way down the line, you came into a virus, and it had attacked my heart. I had no idea what was going on about anything with my heart. So I went through therapy. My brother would come and my sister would come and they would sit in therapy. And I'm still trying to do stuff even though I could lift my hand. This hand still wasn't active. So I would take stuff and try to move it. And they like, you can do it, Dad. You can do it. And I'm like, ooh, come on. And sometimes the therapist, he would say, it's not about what you can't do. It's about you trying. As long as you are trying, you will do it. So as time went on, I gradually began to pick up stuff. Now, when they brought my food tray in, I would have salt, pepper things and stuff like that. And I would keep them. Milk for my coffee, I would keep it. And I put it on my table and I take my hand. And I said, come on, hand. Come on, left hand. You can do it. I love it. I love my left hand. I love it. And I would love on it. And I would talk to it. And I tell my brain what I want you to do through the word. You know. Yeah, you're going to pick it up. By Jesus Christ, I am here. And then one day, my hand went like that. And I grabbed it. I'm like, yes. And so, as time went on, I got better and better at it. So when you graduate from that, when you graduate from rehab, and you ring the bell. You go ring the bell. So I was going to reach with my right hand. The third said, no. You're going to ring that bell with your left hand. And I did. I rung that bell, somebody had to tap me to stop. I was so excited. But one day at the hospital, I'm going to go back to the hospital. Now there's something here that really made me feel a little down. You know, I told y'all I could walk, and I was walking, you know, like this, you know, my hand like this. And I was going to the trash can. A transporter came by my room, and she looked in my room, and she hollered out, you got a walker? What in the world she meant by that? So when I went back to my bed and I sat down, and it came back to my mind again, she called me a walker. That's what they call the walking dead. They call walkers. You know, they call walking because on that floor, nobody is walking. Nobody is walking. So she seen me and I was going like this. And I said to myself, if that thought would have came to my head, what I'm going to tell y'all before I sat on that bed, this is what I said. I'd have went around that door and I'd follow her like this. To the glory of God. That's what I was going to do about it. I'm going to show her a walk. rehabs. And then they had sent me to a heart doctor to get an echogram done.
Yeah.
So when I went to get an echogram done, they told me, they take a picture of your heart again. And they told me, they gave me an appointment day, and they told me that if doctor see anything or whatever, they'll call you. I'm like, we call anybody, don't see nothing. So I got home and I made other plans. I was making plans. And then I see heart doctor. Oh Lord. And so I answered the phone and they said, well, the doctor wants you to come in. I said, but I got an appointment there. No, they need to see you ASAP. So when I went, my son Tariq went with me to see what the results of the echogram. And when I got in there, they told me, the doctor told me, he said, we found a dark spot on the bottom of your heart. And mind you, I'm not even over the stroke.
Right.
So I'm sitting up on that exam table and I'm trying to keep my composure. And I'm like, whew, this just too much. It's just too much. Okay. My faith, God, you my healer, I ain't studying this out of here. Now he said blah, blah. So we had to go make an appointment that day. So Tariq, we went out there to the register and to make the appointment. And I sat down in the chair, the receptionist was right there. And she started talking about the procedure, what they're going to do. They're going to do this, they're going to do that. And while I'm sitting down there, I don't know what happened, but when she said the date that they were going to do the procedure, by that time I'm slumped in the chair like this. All my strength and hope and faith was rapidly leaving me. And I was in a mode of fear. Fear was taking over. Faith was going out the door. And I would lean like that, and and my son, he was sitting right there, and I could hear him come through this ear, so I assumed I'm about to fall out the chair. And he said, Mama, what are you saying? And when he said that, it gave me an opportunity to speak what I'm going to say out loud. And then I said, I have Job-like faith. I don't care what comes against me. I will not deny my God. And I sat up in that chair, and the Spirit of God whooshed down on me. And the reception, she said, Job-like faith. And I said, thank you, Lord. And we went on. I went to the hospital, and the lady say, we're going to go through your groin. I'm like, groin? Oh, my gosh. You can't do that. Mind you, I don't know medical terms, so my head was going on out there. And so I decided to ask her, where's the groin? You better go, I don't want you going there. I had to check my heart. How you going to get from there to my heart? So she told me, the groin is right here on the side. The elephant bristle right there. And it went up through that way. And before they put me under, they don't supposed to put you under a procedure. They want you to stay away. But I told her sometime I get this cough, and I don't want to be having a cough and them going, doing that. And so they put me to sleep, and she said, we're going to give you something to rest. The last thing I remember, I said, Holy Spirit, come with me. And I was out. They woke me up, and I went on and came back, and I had to go back to the doctor, and they told me, they said, well, Miss Maxwell, your heart is good. Nothing's wrong with your heart. They were talking about putting a stent. If it was a blockage, they were going to put a stent in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But he said it was a false positive. Something threw a shadow on my heart. They didn't know what it was, but it threw a shadow on my heart. And I just give God the praise and the glory that I'm here. My heart is good. I still have to take medicine for a weak heart, but I not to have no stents. I do not to have none of that. And so I'm so thankful and grateful for the prayers of the righteous. They do it very much. I'm thankful and I give honor to everyone that cooked for me, monetary gift that came to my bedside in the rehab, in the hospital, those that came and I missed, came to my house and I missed. All these little things, what people do is for the glory of God, and it really strengthens you. Y'all just don't know when y'all visit me or call me or gave to me how much that blessed me. And that's part of the recovery. When you step out and you reach out to your sister or brother who's going through it, and I was going through it. I thank God for my pastor teaching and Pastor Helen for standing on the word. See, that's why the word say, bind it around your neck and play it on the table of your heart. You got to go back there and reach and get something. You got to reach. Because when I was sitting in that chair and I was fading, I felt like a rag doll sitting in that chair. All my inside and a push. And I'm just going on out. That doubt, that fear. I didn't feel no strength. I didn't feel empowered. I didn't feel strength. I didn't feel God. I didn't feel anything but the word.
Amen.
Joblike faith. Job was a man